Hey collective, it's Anne Marie. Happy tantalizing Tuesday. Meow. I hope all of you are doing well. I thought we'd pull some cards and get some messages of clarity for those who like it. I want to know what the vibe is. What's hidden in the dark? Just what's hidden in the dark? What's the vibe? Okay. Thank you to my high vibrating ancestors, spirit guides, divine beings, the source of light energy. Can we please get some messages of clarity for those who would like it? Please, spirit. Thank you, source. Thank you. To the west, the north, the east, the south, fire, air, water, earth, spirit. Damn it. Oh. Archangel Michael's in the house. Archangel Michael's in the house. Protection. Prevented from harm. Divine intervention. So what's hidden, and you possibly already know this, but what was hidden in the dark? And the vibe of this reading is that those that have come against you, you've been protected by the things that you're unaware of. Someone's car may have broke down. You had car problems and you're supposed to go to an event or a gathering or something prevented you recently from going somewhere. That was divine intervention. Something was going to go down or happen that possibly could have harmed you in some way. It doesn't have to be like terrible harm, but what I'm being shown is that it's divine intervention when things don't work out in our favor. Oftentimes we may get disappointed if we wanted to go to a concert, or we wanted to go out to eat, or we wanted to go do something, or we wanted a job, or we wanted a certain thing to go right in our lives or for us in our lives, and it didn't. Something happened. This something that happened felt like a mini tower moment. Again, the example would have been you really wanted to go somewhere and you came out and your tire was flat, or you wanted to spend a day outside and it was raining or something like that. But that was divine intervention. That was protection from Archangel Michael. What else would you know about this, spirit? Show us. Oh, catching me. Ooh. Oh, well, we got quite a few. I love it. Somebody that you have burned or need to burn bridges with. Someone there's a lack of trust there. Someone who's been very disloyal to you. Someone who you need to turn your back on. This also may be somebody who at one point you thought was very nurturing, like a mentor, that they had higher wisdom or wisdom that you didn't carry. And something happened where you had an epiphany. You had an epiphany about this person, and you may have self-reflected or started asking certain questions to yourself or out loud, and you realized that there was something about this person or this connection that they weren't giving back to you. And it was what Spirit has showed me is that it may have been really challenging for you because you may have really looked up to this person or this situation. Maybe you were getting ready to go somewhere to meet this person or go do something with this person, and something happened and you couldn't go. That was your divine protection. You may have found out there's all kinds of shady shit going on. Maybe it's an event or gathering. I don't know. You may not even be aware of their spirits. Like for some of them, they have no idea what they were protected from. They had not a clue. What is it about this old mentor? I want to know about this old mentor. So Spirit, what is it about this old mentor that the collective possibly had or will be having an epiphany about? The cats just started play fighting. This person may have joked with you a lot, but it was actually small little digs. It wasn't play fighting. Oh, I like how this just popped up. We got this the other day, which is interesting. The chameleon. This person is a chameleon. They're a shapeshifter. They're very elusive. What is it else? What else is it about this person's spirit? Show me. They've tried to cloak themselves, so you couldn't see what they were doing behind your back. Spirit is saying that you're a thinker. It's time to meditate and really focus your energy on what's going on around you about whoever this person is. It's going to be a profound epiphany. Someone that you've been really looking up to. It's not who they say they are. They're a false prophet. There's someone in your energy that's a false prophet, or was in your energy, right? I love it. God showed up, but God reflection of my phone. Sorry. The Almighty showed up with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael and God. Archangel Michael right there together, right? This person thought they were God. That's interesting. And that started shuffling upside down. And there was angel right there. That's amazing. So we have Archangel Michael, God, and we have angel. And I've never pulled this angel card. It says divine wings, protections, blessings, and heavenly, right? You were really protected from something. Is that where we need to go, Spirit, about what this protection was? Okay. What was this? Because we've gotten 3 cards now about protection from higher things, angels, archangels, God, your higher power, whatever it is that was protecting you from whatever this person is. So what's the vibe on this, Spirit? Show me. We got time. So this is possibly someone you have walked away from. They're having wishful thinking. Be careful of taking people back. Doesn't have to be a lover. Could be a friend or a group's trying to get you to come back to join them or something. But somebody's hoping you give them a second chance. Someone may be doing some type of magic where they're trying to cast an illusion where you only remember the good parts of a connection or good parts of being in a group, or just having more nostalgic feelings of, good feelings about a situation. To do some type of chaos, or I'm just seeing, it's weird because I'm being shown like someone's head and they're going like this and it's kind of foggy, but it's like they're looking up, and when they look up, they're only looking at like the good stuff, and something's clouding their judgment for them not to remember all the horrific things or the shady stuff or the backstabbing or the gossip or the drama, whatever it is in this mix of this group or this person that you were around. It's like there's something being done outside of you that has been trying to cloud your judgment. I mean, it's not going to work because you have Archangel Michael in your higher power, if you believe in, a God, but or protecting you. Your angels. I mean, your archangels are protecting you. God is protecting you here from this. So if you start to, I remember when this is kind of a side note. It's kind of along the same lines, but I remember when I was first in recovery, the place I was at, me and some of the other gals would sit around and talk about the good old days, right? And I remember talking to my therapist about it, like, it wasn't, that bad. I was talking about when I lived in North Carolina, that's where I was doing drugs at, right? And she said, you're just kind of focusing on the good. Was it good when you blah, blah, blah? And she kind of said some things that I shared, previous things about some of the horrible things that occurred when I was out there using. And she said, was that fun and games when you were doing that? And I was like, ooh, I really was kind of gaslighting myself, right? So if you've noticed this, where you're like having feelings of nostalgia about, you may have been on this path, and so you've isolated a lot, you've cut a lot of people off, and I don't like the word lonely, but, feeling like you want to reconnect with people, and so you're starting to have like, well, maybe things have changed, or maybe I didn't really see this person in the right light, maybe it was me who was thinking wrong about this person or situation, right? That could be spell work someone's doing against you, to kind of go back on your word, to kind of go back on what like your intuition told you. You may not have proof that there was shady shit going on in the background, but your intuition, your spirit team, your ancestors were giving you signs and symbols and synchronicities and all that to walk away from somebody, right? You may have had this epiphany already, to walk away from this mentor, to someone that you used to hold in high regards. What else about this, Spirit? One more minute. I mean, you're protected, so you don't have to worry about it, of course. Okay, there's only one. I love it. Blocked. Move on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. That's you, my chosen one. You've moved on. So this work that they're doing is not going to affect you. Just to keep in mind, if you start to notice that your feelings of nostalgia and thinking of going back, it's possible because some magic's being done on you. But your spirit team is showing up in full force here. Like, don't worry. We got this, right? We got this. You've already blocked them. You moved on. And your spirit team will remind you of the fuckery that was going on behind closed doors. If your spirit team sees you going off the path, trying to reconnect with people you're not supposed to reconnect with, right? Especially if you've learned the lesson, they'll protect you. If you haven't learned the lesson, you may re-engage energies to kind of go through that cycle again to learn the lesson. But Take what resonates and leave the rest. Have a